like, wow, that's very true, right? Like, that's an INFJ thing. We see people struggling, feel like they're going uphill, hard to love, and we give it to them because we know they need it. But we are the same, which leads me to the first thing that INFJs need to hear, and that's love yourself more. I know I needed to hear it. My coach tells it to me all the time. People that love me and care about me tell it to me all the time. You should love yourself more. Love yourself more. And I kind of would just be like, yeah, I do. I love myself. I do things for myself. But it's like, you don't. You know? To be clear, I enjoy video games, right? And recently I bought Armored Core 6. I never been into Armored Core, but, you know, a part of me really wanted to play that game. So I bought it. And I really love it. It's a good game. I ended up playing it most of the weekend and not resting enough, not coming out into nature, and so my brain power is kind of burnt out. I don't have enough because I use it on the game. So I think like we need to balance things we love, and we need to balance it with things that make us feel alive, right? Things that make us feel like a human. Because most of the time we don't feel very human. We feel overwhelmed. We feel like nobody pays attention to anything. We feel like people need to pay more attention to their bodies. We need to do the same thing. I used to be able to drink chocolate milk whenever I wanted. I can't do that anymore. Once I was aware that it made me feel bloated and it caused all of this mucus to come out of my body, I can't drink it. I'll have cereal once in a while, but nowhere near what I used to do. So learn to love yourself a little more. Listen to different kinds of music, right? Sometimes I'll put one of my favorite bands, Paramore, or I'll put My Chemical Romance. I'll put something that I listen to, and then I'll let the next song be random. And I've discovered maybe 5 or 6 artists that I really like. So I think we need to do that. Just let music play that you never heard. Do things that you don't even know why you like to do them. Because that little child inside of you, that little INFJ inside of you is trying to talk to you. You're probably not listening. Especially if you found this video. You're probably on the same path I am. Trying to listen to that voice. So cherish it. Take its opinion the same way you would take anyone else's opinion that you care about. You know? Or take it as your own opinion, because it is. My intuition, my intuitive voice tells me things all the time. Sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. Usually when I don't, I think I should have listened. So, listen to it more, but listen to it about yourself. Ask it about you. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll ask myself, what do you want to do today? Where do you want to do this today? What do you want to do? And it'll tell me something crazy, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me, but it's not going to make sense until you start doing it. Number 2 would be spend more time by yourself. I don't know how many people are as lucky as I am that I work by myself most days. I drive to work most days. I do sales, so I'm in and out of stores, talking to managers, trying to sell fridges, trying to get these things accomplished, and I get to be by myself a lot. So I get a lot of time to myself. But if you don't have that same luxury, you gotta find it in some way. Get some time to yourself, because when you're around people, you absorb their emotions. And you've probably heard that in so many videos you watch, like, oh man, how the fuck do I absorb emotions? Because you do. You are like a sponge. Most empaths, all empaths get this. We have the same problem, so it's not only INFJs. The same problems. We absorb everything. Somebody starts yelling in a room, we absorb that. We're on alert. It's almost like when people act nuts around you, your anxiety goes, I told you everybody was crazy. So you need to learn to be by yourself, let that energy out. I've been practicing it. It's not something that I've only heard about in another video, and I'm like, yeah, you should do this. Like, go out there and be by yourself. That's it. Just be by yourself. Sit by yourself. go to a park, go to somewhere with nature. I like to go out into like woodsy areas like this, really far out, like really out in the sticks. And if you don't live in New York City, then you don't have to go that far. But me, I have to. So get out there, get some time to yourself, think, right? Don't look for a path to think. Just let your thoughts come to you. You'll be surprised. Some of the things you hear come out of you. You're like, whoa, I still think like that. But it's important to, because you imagine that you have so much energy, so many different energies in your body, and it's influencing your thoughts. And I've heard my thoughts tell me some things that I thought, why would you say that? But when you have negative energies, I don't want to say negative. I don't believe there's really negative energy. It's just energy. But when you have energy that attracts to you, or when you have energy in you, around you, that's not the right energy for you, I'll say, it sticks to you and you need to get it off of you. So take some time to yourself. And if you have people in your life, explain to them. I know it sounds crazy, right? Like, oh, I'm an INFJ, I need time to myself. Like, I'm some, I don't even know what people think about how I am now, because if I want to be by myself, I say, hey, I'm going to go be by myself. Or if I'm at a work event and everybody wants to hang out, I'll hang out for a little while, but then I gotta go. I gotta honor myself. And my company just is different, right? Like, they give us time to ourselves. They don't really stress us out when we travel. And when we travel, they make it fun for us. So I'm blessed in that way, and I know not everybody is. And I hope that you find the same thing or better. But anyway, that was the second one, time to yourself. The third one, I would say, is probably one that I've always done as a kid, but recently learned is very helpful for me, is getting time in nature. You don't have to be by yourself to do that. Now, being by yourself in nature is awesome. It is like plugging in a phone with a laptop charger. So it's great. But if you can't do that, like most of the time, I'm with my wife and her kids or my son. So I don't really get to be by myself in nature that often, but it doesn't matter. As long as you're in nature, it's amazing that you're just around trees, right? Trees, and I am not alone in nature. I'm driving alone, but you're around trees. And I like to say that when you're in nature, you're around nothing but life and love. Because that's it. Nature doesn't have hatred. As a kid, I used to watch like alligators and all of these vicious animals that I actually look up to as a great. The ferocity that they have is what I need in work sometimes, but they're these animals that are they just seem so evil, like a wasp. What is a wasp's purpose? Well, it has one, right? Because there's nothing in nature that doesn't have a reason. I mean, it's probably to regulate a population, more than likely. But those kind of animals are still part of nature, right? I used to watch like sharks kill animals and feel bad, like, oh, poor seal. Why is the seal getting eaten? It's like, well, that's how nature works, right? Maybe the seal will come back as an orca. Who knows? But that will be my three things that I say every INFJ needs to hear. And it's kind of like a to-do list, right? Because I'm telling you to love yourself more. You definitely need to hear that. You need to love yourself more. No matter how much you think you love yourself right now, you can love yourself more. And the only people that will benefit from you loving yourself more is everyone around you. So love yourself more. If you need help loving yourself more, look for yourself. And listen to yourself. Whenever you feel like you lost yourself, shut up and listen to yourself. Let your thoughts tell you where yourself is. So, love yourself more, Get some time alone. You deserve it. For everything that you do, for everyone in your life, for all the time that you've been here. You deserve it. You deserve time to yourself. Take time to yourself. Love yourself. Take time to yourself. And go out and enjoy nature. Nature rocks. But that's it for me, guys.